because we about to talk about the track because there's so much fire in it. We set off the fire alarms.
What happened to it?
Look up, here we go again. We're actually in the studio. We got our boy Zay here. Look at God.
Hey man, we in my favorite place to be. We in Patchwork Studio. The reason why it's my favorite is because this is where I had my first big song. What is this? 2000. This is gonna be 2023, right? So 2004. Well, we made the song in 2000, and we in my favorite spot.
Oh, since we're in your favorite spot, we about to do it again in 2022.
Well, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Come on, man. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
24 hours, gotta get it. In a minute, I make 24 bands off ticket.
One of the biggest things that I want to actually know is when we first did the Instagram live and I told you that I was going to Usher. What did you think about that?
I just felt like you must got a whole lot of money you trying to spend. You trying to go to Usher, it's like, boy, you got to come on and have your paper right. So that's the biggest thing I thought, you know what I mean? But it made me feel like this person is thinking big, you know what I mean? So I will say I respect that, you know what I mean? A lot of times people be talking from a dreamer standpoint, like, man, I love to do a song with Beyonce, but they ain't got nothing going on, they ain't got no money, they ain't got no hustle, they just making music in their basement. And they saying they want Rihanna on the song or whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah. But you put money where your mouth is. I think your style of music fits those type of artists, and that's what you gonna get it done. You gonna make it happen. If you want Usher on the song, that's probably what you gonna do.
Yeah, I'm gone in like 60, I'm on the run. Be doing this till I'm 60, I'm having fun. I was 16, working just to have enough. With no dreams, on my belly down, growing up. Money trees, put the tip in the little assignment. Light speed, and I'm diamond, I know I'm God. Down things when the dark clouds try to blind.
It was crazy for me to see Neo and yourself show up because I had this whole plan to get to Usher and no one knew outside of the few people that I talked to about what I was about to do. And so to see you all show up on when I was on that trajectory going there, it just hit right at the exact same time. I was like, that's amazing.
What's up?
So about the time I actually got to Usher, it was just like, hey man, it's me.
Can you mute the vocals real quick? Let me hear the beatbox in. Yeah. Can you turn it up for me? Turn it up.
One of our first conversations too, we were talking on Instagram. And when you first reached out, I was like, let's meet. When you said, let's get you on the beat. And your response was, I don't really meet with artists like that for real. I remember in that moment, it was like, he clearly doesn't know me yet. So I knew I just had to do more work, and then you ask a question again, and then you do more work, and then you ask a question again. Eventually,
that's it.
It gets there.
Not taking no for an answer and doing what's necessary to get where you're going. So that's what I respect artists. I respect people that do that.
And so
and here we are.
Right, here we are. So if anybody else going out there, you can do it. It's nothing stopping you but you. Just do it.
24 hours to get it done. 24 hours is all or nothing.
I never felt like I was as good as everybody else. Or my stuff sounded as good as other people.
Right.
Even me being a church musician. You know how playing in church, man, you hear somebody like, man, I'm not gonna go play behind him. You know what I mean? Because they be so good. But you'd be surprised at how many people respond to you.
Gotta get sleep, gotta eat, count digits, stack up my bread and repeat, then split it. Gotta make moves, choreography, I flip it.
What made you do your first beat? Like, how did you get there? When did that happen?
Just, so I always been playing music, but then when I was in San Francisco, California, like I used to play for the band, but like the football game, like we didn't really have no nice band. Like the school I was going to like East Side High, boy. We ain't had no, you know what I mean? No instruments, we had none of that. So I bring my keyboard at the football game. Me and the drummer, we just messing, we playing what you hear on the radio. And my buddy JT the Bigger Figure out there, he was a guy that had a studio. he heard me. He was like, "Boy, I gotta take you to the studio." He took me to the studio, showed me how to, put the drum machine with the keyboard. And when she young and you do that for the first time, that's like having a video game. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was standing there all night just making beats, having fun.
When you been at, that's all I hear, cause I can't hit you back. No time for that. I gotta get it if you wanna now. Do what you do, but I'm really about that. My Simmons, cause that's God put me on the map. Get times money, I'ma get $1 million in a sec. I be dealing with stress, putting foot on their necks. My struggle made me stronger, I demand my respect. I don't do big change, but I'm paid 24 ways to get a bag, grind hard every day. What you gonna do with your 24 today?
Harvey is one of the people I inspired. He's really inspired me. Because his work ethic, because you see, he just does everything just all the time. Like, he's everywhere. It was like, man, how does he do that? And I always thought, man, how does he do it? And then he put on Instagram probably like right before Thanksgiving. He was sitting there and talked about exactly what he does every day. He said he wakes up, the first thing he actually does, he prays and then he meditates. Prayer is talking to God, meditation is listening. And he just starts from there and he gets up and then he gets into his routine, go record, then go to the gym, and then go to the studio, then just does his day, and then he's home by 10 o'clock doing it again the next day. He's like, man, you made that sound so easy.
But that's what it is. Once you get a routine, it becomes easy.
Right.
I know I'm a routine person. I've been doing the same thing for forever. So once you get into that, it's like you don't want to do nothing else. You want to be in your routine.
24 hours to get it done. 24 hours to tell you nothing. What you gon' do? What you gon' do? Get it done. What you gon' do? What you gon' do? All the night. What you gon' do? What you gon' do? 24.